Good afternoon. My name is Daniel Baker, and I'm a student at Liberty University, located in Lynchburg, Virginia. The following is my interpersonal communications project for the course Human Services 508. Thank you for your time. Next slide. The objective of this presentation is twofold. The first is to present an interpersonal communication design that demonstrates my knowledge and understanding of the material covered in Human Resources 508. The second is to demonstrate how I intend to utilize this information in my professional and personal life. To accomplish this, we will discuss the following. First, my personal overarching goals. Then we'll discuss what is enlarging the conversation. After that, we'll touch on my personal background and behavioral blend, as well as my communication barriers and noise pollution. And we'll conclude with a review of my personal plan of action for accomplishing my overarching goal. Next slide. What is an overarching goal? One definition, an open-ended statement of the most fundamental conditions or situation desired. It provides a foundation for all other goals. Based upon this definition, my personal overarching goal in relation to this class is to ensure continued success in both my personal and professional life by enlarging the conversation through the development of interpersonal communication skills and strategies. Next slide. Successful interpersonal communication involves more than simply passing information from one individual to another. Enlarging the conversation occurs when the speaker and the listener connect at a deeper, more personal level. Next slide. When enlarging the conversation, self-knowledge is important, knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. In my youth, I had the makings of a natural leader and a competent communicator. Unfortunately, these abilities were never fully developed as a result of my own shyness, insecurities, and fear of failure. As an adult, my behavioral blend reflects my youthful insecurities. The larger the group, the more I tend to retreat and fade into the background. I feel most comfortable working with smaller groups. Next slide. At the age of 42, I was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactive disorder, non-attentive type. More than anything else, ADHD has been and will continue to be the dominant communication barrier for the rest of my life. In an article titled The Evolution of ADHD, a Disorder of Communication, written by Stevenson and Williams and published in the Quarterly Review of Biology, it states that language could not in fact be independent of the evolution of attention. Some individuals with ADHD are seriously impaired in the coordination of interlinked neural systems, including language. According to this definition, ADHD definitely affects my ability to communicate with others. To combat ADHD, I take daily medication, practice regular meditation, use a personal organizer, and follow a sleep plan that ensures a minimum of 8 hours of sleep per night. Next slide. On this slide are listed my internal and external sources of noise. I believe that the key to minimizing both internal and external noise levels during my interpersonal communications is to be mindful while engaging with others. Next slide. As with all things in life, practice makes perfect. Through practice, one can strengthen weak areas, increase personal confidence, and develop relationships of trust with those whom they communicate regularly. By enlarging the conversation in challenging communication situations at work and at home, a person will experience positive outcomes. This in turn increases personal confidence and decreases fear of engaging in future challenging communications. And the cycle starts over again. Next slide. Remember, there's a direct link between the quality of your communication and the quality of your life. I hope you found this presentation to be engaging and enlightening. God bless. Next slide.